What's up, party people, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is another testing Korean beauty products video. So we are testing out the most popular, best-selling Korean beauty products on the market. This is in collaboration with Yesstyle, which is an authorized retailer of pretty much all things Korean, but I'm in no way, shape, or form being told what to say or being told to say only good things. These are my opinions. It's always 100% honest here. I do not accept money for fake positive reviews. You guys know that by now. And also they did give me a 10% off coupon code. It's YS50Ashley. I'll put it right here and also in the description box. So you can get 10% off your order of $49 or more. And also it's free shipping to the US if you spend over $35. So really good. So yeah, I do have 5 products to share with you guys today. And unlike the last video, I'm actually going to be putting it on in this video and showing you guys what it looks like in the flesh. There's no makeup on my face right now. I've done nothing but a sheet mask, which we'll get into literally right now. So the first thing I have is this Secret Key Starting Treatment Essential Mask 10-piece set. This is $25.90 on their website, but it's originally $37. So it is on sale right now, and this is one of their more popular products. So basically, this is a box of sheet masks. You get 10 sheet masks in here. Now, don't get me wrong, $25 for a box of 10 sheet masks is technically a good value. Like, you're getting, you know, pretty good bang for your buck. To break it down, you're paying $2.59 per sheet mask, and that's if you're paying $25.90 and if it doesn't fluctuate or anything. But $25 for a box of sheet masks doesn't sit super well with me. I'm just used to paying for sheet mask in like a box of 5 or something and paying like $5 or $6 for it. But I mean, even then that kind of does add up to probably about the same price. I don't know. I'm just a cheapskate. I look at the number and not necessarily what you're getting for that number. I don't know. I'm goofy. But I mean, it's basically $2.59 per sheet mask, which is a pretty good deal. So just to give you like a short version of this, it's supposed to restore radiance and smoothness to dull and rough skin, moisturizing extracts such as aloe vera and cucumber soothe skin, while galactamites, I don't know if it's galactamice or galactomyces, I've heard different things, but galactamice ferment filtrate smooth out wrinkles as well as improving skin elasticity. So reduces wrinkles and lines, it's a smoothing effect and a brightening effect. So the first time I tested one of these was when I was going through the after effects of a chemical peel and a chemical burn. I did have a chemical burn right through here. It was very textured and rough and scabbed over. It kind of looked like a carpet burn. And whenever I moved my face like this, like you could see the skin just like, it just looked awful. It was gross. On top of that, my skin, you know, obviously was peeling and it was rough and textured and I just couldn't get enough moisture no matter how many moisturizing products I used. So I used this and I saw a dramatic reduction in not only the peeling, roughness, the texture, all of that. I saw a dramatic difference in the moisture in my skin. Like my skin felt so much more hydrated, and also the redness from the chemical burn area diminished so much. And after I used it for the first time, like my skin has been healing so much faster and just so much better in general. And I feel like I can actually retain moisture now, whereas before where, you know, my skin was going through all of that, it just didn't matter how much I put on top of it. It just didn't want to take it in and absorb. But this is such a saturated sheet mask. There's so much product in here. It's so juicy. You could literally cover almost your entire body with just what's left over from the sheet mask. And I did it for 20 minutes. You're supposed to do it for 15 to 20 minutes. I do the most always. The effects are pretty immediate. So you could do this like before your makeup application. It would make your makeup go on so much better. You would feel a lot more hydrated. So yeah, if you're willing to pay the price, this is an amazing sheet mask set. Highly recommend it. So the next thing I have is a really cool like oil water mixture toner essence type product. This is from a brand called The Plant Base. This is their Nature Solution Hydrating Bamboo Water. This is $22.47 right now on their website, but it says it's usually $23.90. So this contains bamboo extract for hydration, botanical oils for moisture retention, Inflax, which is something they've patented, for antioxidation, and adenosine or adenosine, I have no idea what that is, for wrinkle improvement. And it contains 77% bamboo extract for hydration. So it kind of balances your pH levels, it moisturizes and nourishes, it's anti-aging. This is so weird because oil and water don't mix, but this is an oil water solution, which is so cool. So you definitely want to make sure you shake it up really, really well. So when I first started using this, I wasn't too fond of it. I didn't really see it doing much, which was weird because I thought, I'm literally putting an oil solution on my face. Why isn't this helping? But I was actually putting it on a cotton pad and wiping my face down with it, which did nothing. And then I realized that you're actually supposed to put this in your hands and then go over and like kind of pat it in and rub it in and stuff. And once I started doing that, I saw a dramatic difference. Works so much better when you do it that way, like when you do it the way that they actually tell you to do it. This makes my skin look and feel so much more nourished and moisturized. It makes it feel Like, it's just a lot more plump and juicy and just supple and soft. It does a lot of good. So I'm going to put this on. Oh, I just shook it everywhere. So you want to make sure that the lid's actually on it. You don't want to be lazy and put it halfway on. So I'm just going to use what flew over my desk. So yeah, I've got some in my hands. I'm just going to wipe this over my face like it were a lotion. I'm going to go all down my neck as well. And it feels like an oil, but it also feels like a water. Like, it feels lightweight like a water, but it looks and feels like an oil when I'm applying it. It's the weirdest thing. I've never seen something quite like this before, but it makes my skin feel so supple and soft and silky. And this does dry pretty fast as well. And I also put this on my husband last night for the first time just to kind of see what it did to his skin, because his skin is completely different than mine. His is very dry, super flaky, and it's just like, we can't find a good product for him that, you know, combats all of that. But with just using this and not even using a moisturizer, I could tell a huge difference, and so could he. Now, I will say I prefer using this and not opposed to the morning, just because when I use it in the morning before makeup, I find that I do get shiny throughout the day. And this is definitely something that I would repurchase. It's so cool. It does so much, and I would highly recommend it for super, super dry skin. So yeah, this is a win. The next thing I have is the Aromatica, I think I'm saying that right, Aromatica Rose Absolute First Serum. So this is $19.96 on the website. It's usually $49.90. It says sell in soon. I'm not sure, but it's supposed to be one of the more popular products. So it says it's a highly enriched essence containing Bulgarian damask rose oil and organic herb extracts, providing vitality to the skin. It's KFDA approved anti-aging and brightening functional cosmetics. This serum helps protect skin with antioxidants and reduces the appearance of lines and wrinkles. It leaves skin balanced, radiant, energized, brightened, and revitalized. It's ideal for dry skin. It's a 96% natural formula and 79% USDA approved organic aloe vera leaf extract, and it's also vegan and cruelty free. But this isn't my absolute favorite. Now, it could be one of those products that kind of grows on me the more I use it. Maybe it just takes time to actually see results from it, but when I use it, I don't really see a noticeable difference. And I have used both of these, like whenever I use these, I have been testing them, you know, with each other, and they work really well together. But as far as like wearing this by itself, like underneath a moisturizer or something, I don't really see it doing a whole lot. So I'm gonna put this on now, and it's just a gel, and it does smell just like roses. Like, it smells very pure and very natural. But before I put that on, can we get a load of my skin? Like, look at the radiance and the brightness and the moisture. Like, it's glowing. But I mean, in conjunction with the oil water essence, it does work pretty well. Like, I'm not complaining. And whenever I use it, like whenever I use this and a moisturizer, I feel like my skin looks very glowy and very hydrated. So I feel like it really does the trick. But it does have kind of like that sticky, like heavy feel when you move your face. Like, there are a lot of gel products I've tried, and I don't like a lot of gel products that just kind of sit on my skin and make my skin feel very hot, and it's like they just don't really absorb. I'm not amazed by it. I don't know if I'd repurchase it, so I'll keep you guys updated, and you know, hopefully I'll learn to love it. So the last couple of things I have are some makeup products, and then we are finito. So I do have a cushion foundation. This is the Moonshot Micro Set Fit Cushion Foundation with SPF 50+. It's $26.23, but usually $27.90, and this is one of their more popular products. So I have the shade, what is the shade? 201 Beige, I believe. Yeah, 201 Beige, and this is actually a pretty perfect match for me, which is very rare with Korean beauty, like Korean makeup products. But it says it's got buildable coverage, SPF 50, obviously. Maximum smooth coverage blurs the appearance of blemishes and fine lines. A little goes a long way, and leaves you with a radiant matte finish that lasts. So it's just your typical cushion foundation. You have a little cushiony pad applicator right here. You have a little door, and then here's a product right there. I mean, it's just, there's nothing different about it. So on one side, I'm going to use a little applicator that comes with it. On the other side, I'm going to use my own sponge, my damp sponge. I don't have a primer or anything on. This isn't going to be like a wear test or anything. I have used this a couple of times before, so I'm going to go ahead and apply for you guys. Okay, so here's one layer with the sponge that comes with it, and that's pretty good coverage. I would say it's like medium to full coverage, depending on how much you have to cover up. Now, if you have a lot of acne and stuff, it's definitely not full coverage, but for me, like, my skin's been doing pretty good, so like I can get a pretty high medium to almost full coverage with it. And for like a cheap little app, I mean, I don't know how cheap it is, but for an applicator that comes with it, usually I don't like these. I just kind of toss them out, but it's not that bad. So like if I went to throw this in my purse and kind of just use this for touch-ups and stuff, this would be something I could keep in here, and it would be convenient and accessible. So yeah, it's not that bad. But It does have a very pretty like natural satin finish. Now obviously I do have a lot of like hydration underneath it, so you're seeing a lot of glow. This would be an amazing product, especially for the summertime or the spring when you just want to throw something on, or like for those lazy days when you don't want to put a full face of makeup on but you do want some coverage. It looks very natural. I do feel like it minimizes the appearance of my pores and stuff. Like I just feel like it's just very blurred. It's a very pretty coverage, and the color is spot on, which like I said, is very rare. So on the other side, I'm gonna use my Real Technique sponge, and this is dampened. And something that I learned about cushion foundations is that if you really want good coverage and you want it to go a long way, I find that I have to like really press it in there now. Like I learned this with the Sistar Beauty cushion foundation, like just tapping it in there lightly doesn't really cut it for me. I feel like I have to dip in so much, but when I really press it in there, I feel like I get a good amount of product on my sponge. So there's about how much I got on. So yeah, we're gonna do this side now. So I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but I think that I like the applicator that comes with it better than a damp sponge. I mean, obviously a damp sponge is always going to, you know, kind of absorb some product, and you're gonna have to go over the same spot multiple times to kind of get it to cover. But I usually like the finish that a sponge gives, like a damp sponge, but it just seemed to go on a lot faster with this thing. So I'm just gonna go in and finish up with this little guy. Now I will say when I've worn it, I have gotten kind of shiny and oily throughout the day. So I don't know if it was just like the products I wore with it that day. Maybe I should have worn a different primer. I think the primer that I wore that day is a little bit too hydrating for me right now. So maybe I just need to try with a different primer. I highly recommend this if you like cushion foundations. It's a beautiful coverage. It sits really, really well on the skin. It just looks very natural and skin-like. 2 thumbs up for me. And the last thing I have is a lipstick. So this is the Dear Dahlia Lip Paradise Intense Satin SPF 15 lipstick, and I have the shade 808 Megan. So this is $33 on sale right now. It's normally $34 it says, but it's $33.16 right now. That's pretty pricey for a lipstick. I would never pay that much for a lipstick, especially one from a brand I didn't know anything about. It's a very pretty color. The packaging's really pretty. Like it's this really pretty like rose gold white marble packaging. It looks super expensive. I mean, probably because it is. And this is just a really pretty deeper, kind of like a mauve-y coral. It's a really unique shade. I think this would be really pretty for the spring and summer, just kind of amp up your look a little bit and just to add some color without going too dramatic. But it's a really creamy formula. It's very smooth and very satiny on the lips. It feels very comfortable and hydrating. Now, this isn't the longest wearing formula. I mean, it's not going to be. It's not matte and it's not a liquid lipstick, so it's not going to wear through like eating and drinking and stuff. But I would say I get a good like 3 or 4 hours wear with it, and that's using a lip liner and a lip gloss on top to kind of set it in place and keep it on longer. But I am going to go ahead and apply a lip liner just to show you what it looks like with the whole shebang, like what it looks like with like a completed lip look. So I'm going to use the Delarza Cosmetics and BNA Strict lip liner in the shade 24. I feel like this would look really pretty with it. It's not an exact shade match or anything, but I feel like where it's like a mauve-y brown, I feel like it would really, I don't know, pair nicely with this kind of shade. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. I swear my lips are so crooked. So this is a very fast application because it's so full coverage and creamy and smooth. It makes your lips look so juicy and plump and just very smooth looking. Like I just feel like it kind of diminishes the lines of my lips and stuff too. And the color is very unique. Like I don't really have many colors that look like this because it's kind of like a natural color with a kick. Now, if you're someone that likes higher end lipsticks or you just want to splurge, I would definitely recommend this formula. I would like to try other shades in it. So that is it for another testing popular best-selling Korean beauty products video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And shout out to Yesstyle for including me in the subscription box. I really do appreciate it. I'm really enjoying everything I've tried. Yeah, if you guys do decide to place an order on there, make sure you use my coupon code YS50Ashley. And that is not a commission code. That is strictly a coupon code for you guys. I don't get anything from that. So help you out a little bit. But thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Mwah.